Hey y'all, my name is Bethany or Budget Bethany, and welcome to this week's What's for Dinner. This week's What's for Dinner is going to be super simple, easy, quick, and budget friendly because Mama really was not feeling the cooking scene this week. So if you're in need of some new ideas for budget friendly meals, then just keep watching. Alright, up first, y'all, is going to be a chicken and dumpling casserole, and my family really enjoyed this, so I'll be making this again sometime, but whenever I do, I'm going to double the recipe because it wasn't quite enough for all of us. We are a family of 5. But first off, all you'll need to do is just melt 1/4 cup of butter, pour that into your baking dish, and then I just got a rotisserie chicken from Walmart, and I shredded up the breast part of the chicken, and I'm just putting that on top of the butter in my baking dish. Alright, so for the dumpling part of the chicken and dumpling casserole, you'll need about a cup of flour, 1/4 tablespoon of baking powder, but I didn't have any baking powder, so I used cornstarch, and it still worked out fine. You may not even need that at all. And I am adding salt right here, and I didn't add that much, but I recommend you not because it was kind of salty. And then you'll need a cup of milk, and then you'll just mix all that up together really well until it's smooth and all the clumps and everything out, and then you'll just pour that over on top of your chicken and butter. And the original recipe said do not mix, so I'm trying my best not to mix, but also spreading the dumpling mixture out evenly so that it will coat all of my chicken. Then you will just combine 2 cups of chicken broth and 1 can of cream of chicken. I just mix it up really well, then you just pour that over the top of everything. For a side to go with our chicken and dumpling casserole, I just opened up 2 cans of whole kernel corn and a can of green beans. For the green beans, I'm just sprinkling in a little bit of this Italian seasoning. I've shared that with you before. And then for my corn, I'm just going to put a little cube of butter in there, and that's going to be that. Alright y'all, here's my chicken and dumpling casserole once it came out of the oven. I did have to broil mine for a little while because it was looking kind of runny, but it turned out really good, y'all. My family really enjoyed this meal, so I'll be cooking it again sometime soon. On the next night, we just kept it real simple, and I just baked some hot dogs in the oven, and then I've got some potato wedges. It's just a great value kind, frying right there in some grease. And then for my hot dogs, I keep it real basic, and I just I just put ketchup and mustard on mine, and then on the side, I had some bread and butter pickles. It is the Vlasic kind, and y'all, if y'all have never tried them, you have to try them. They were so good. On the next night, we just have spaghetti and corn on the cob and some garlic bread toast. I told y'all we kept it real simple this week, y'all. Right here, I'm just getting ready to put my noodles into some boiling water so that they'll get done. You know how you cook spaghetti noodles. I'm sure y'all know how to do spaghetti noodles. And then right there in another pot, I've got some corn on the cob boiling. And if you're new, you may not know that I put up some corn a few weeks back. So that's fresh corn that I put in my freezer, and I'm just boiling that until it gets all thawed out and everything, because you know it's already cooked because you blanch it before you put it in the freezer. And anyway, right here I wanted to show y'all a quick tip. If you've got a jar that you can't get open, I used to beat the bottom and they would open, but now I've come up with a new trick, and you just beat around the rim right there on top of the lid and it'll pop right open. I promise y'all, every time, it never fails, it comes right open. See there? Told y'all, if you need a new trick to get a jar open and you want to be a strong independent woman like me, I recommend you trying that, y'all. And anyway, moving right along for our toast, I just got this toast from the Dollar Tree. You get 6 pieces of toast in this box for $1, which I think is a really good deal, because at Walmart I think it's like $1.60 for like 6 pieces, or maybe it's even 4, I'm not sure. But I know this is a better buy because I've price checked it and everything. If you buy 2 boxes, then it's like $2 for 12 pieces of toast, which is still a really good deal. So I'm just going to put my toast on this pan right here really quick and pop it in the oven for however much it says on the box. Then I'm just going to mix my sauce and my noodles together. I know some people keep their noodles separate from their sauce, but we like our sauce and our noodles mixed together. And then I'm going to plate it up, y'all, and that's going to be dinner for this night. Alright, y'all, here it is all plated up, and on my corn I've just got some mayonnaise and some of that tahini seasoning. It's a chili lime flavored seasoning, if you didn't know what it was. If you've never tried your corn like that, you've got to try it, y'all. It's so delicious. Alright, y'all, for dinner tonight we're just having noodles and maters. You can also use noodles and maters as a side dish, but we're having it as our main course tonight. All you need is some noodles. Y'all, forgive me. All you'll need is some noodles and some tomatoes, whatever you call them. I'm using just some noodles from Walmart, the Great Value brand, elbow noodles, and I've got my maters are fresh that I put up in the freezer this summer whenever we was getting maters and everything. So that's what I have, but you can also use canned maters from Walmart or whatever grocery store you've got. All you do is just boil your noodles. I like to add salt into my noodles, and then and then you just cook your maters separate. If you're using the canned maters, you might want to boil your noodles, and then, you know, I like to keep the water in mine. I don't drain the water off mine or anything like that. And then I just add my canned tomatoes in there and just kind of simmer it on low and let all that combine and the maters heat up and everything like that. But being I used frozen maters, I cook them separate and then I just combine them together. Y'all, you know, my kids hollering in the background. It's dinner time and they're hungry. But anyway, that's how I do it. Now I'm just going to plate it up. I'm going to top it with some salt and pepper, and that's going to be dinner for tonight. Alright, y'all, last but not least, we're going to be making up some tater soup, and all you'll need is 1 can of cream of chicken, 1 can of cream of potato, 2 cans of evaporated milk, and evaporated milk is best to use over like 1% milk or whole milk. It just keeps it from clabbering and everything like that. In a separate pot, I diced up about 5 russet potatoes and boiled them until they were done, and then I added them back into my milk mixture. We topped our potato soup with some bacon pieces and some cheddar cheese, and on the side we had a grilled cheese, and that was dinner on this night, y'all. That's all I have for y'all this week. I hope y'all enjoyed this week's What's for Dinner. If you did, please don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.